Welcome to the global trail-blazing paths across our world. How can the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere look like this? Turquoise waves crash on empty golden beaches. Emerald mountains guard tiny fishing villages where drums echo through the night. Haiti, the name that makes headlines for hurricanes and heartbreak, but almost never for waterfalls that roar through jungles. Secret coves that shine like liquid sapphire. One island, two worlds next door. The Dominican Republic's resorts overflow with sun seekers and glossy brochures. But cross an invisible border, and you'll find raw beauty you have to earn, not just book. Maybe that's why no one talks about Haiti the way they should. Because it's not an easy postcard. It's a question mark carved into the Caribbean. A place so alive it dares you to see past the headlines and write your own story instead. So, why does the world ignore a paradise this wild? This real? This close? Stick around. And maybe you'll wonder why you never packed your bags sooner. Haiti sits on the same island as the Dominican Republic, same sun, same turquoise sea. But while one side rolls out resorts and glossy packages, the other side stays raw, untamed, and stubbornly real. This is the first Black republic in the world, born from a revolution, built by people who refused to stay silent. Maybe that spirit explains why Haiti never bends to the easy story. Here, every mountain trail, hidden waterfall, and colorful street mural shouts freedom in its own way. Haiti isn't sanitized. It doesn't come with an all-inclusive wristband or a cocktail with a tiny umbrella. It asks you to climb higher, wander deeper, listen closer. Locals will invite you to dance in a carnival street, guide you to a secret cove, tell you legends whispered through generations. But they won't wrap it in neon signs or beach clubs. You have to find it. So if you're ready to see the Caribbean's secret side, keep watching, because the real story starts where the map ends. Citadel of Freedom. High in Haiti's northern mountains stands a fortress so bold it still whispers rebellion. The Citadel La Ferrière isn't just stone and cannons, it's a monument to the world's first Black republic. Proof that freedom here was carved into cliffs and carried up impossible slopes. Built in the early 1800s after Haiti broke its chains from the French. The citadel is massive, thick walls, watchtowers, and old iron cannons that once pointed at the sea to guard against invaders who never came. Reach it by hiking or riding a mule up winding trails through emerald hills. Step inside, and you feel echoes of gunfire and freedom songs in the wind. Not far below, the Sans Souci Palace stands in weathered elegance, crumbling staircases, grand arches, royal courtyards now kissed by jungle vines, reminders that Haiti was once a kingdom that dreamed bigger than its island. Stand on these stones, and you don't just visit history, you feel it breathe. And when you look out over the sea of green below, you know Haiti's story is bigger than any headline. But the real magic waits where the mountains meet the sea. Caribbean dreams, unspoiled. When the mountain trails wind down to the coast, Haiti shows you another side, a Caribbean dream that feels like yours alone. Up north, Labadee gleams under the sun, soft white sand, turquoise water, and hills wrapped in green. Here, thrill seekers clip in for one of the world's longest overwater zip lines, flying from mountain to beach while the sea winks below. Further south, Île à Vache floats off the coast like a secret. No mega resorts, no noisy crowds, just miles of quiet beaches, gentle waves, and fishing boats drifting home at sunset. Walk the sand here, and you might not see another footprint. Snorkel in clear shallows, where coral gardens hide flashes of color you won't find in glossy brochures. Then there's Port Salut, a laid-back stretch of Golden Coast where the breeze hums through palms. Local kids kick footballs on the sand, and fresh lobster sizzles on beach grills. No wristbands, no fences, just nature, salt air, and time that slows down if you let it. But Haiti's beaches are just the start. Drift inland, and you'll find stories painted on walls, carved from metal, and alive in every beat of a drum. Art in every alley. Leave the beaches behind, and Haiti greets you with color, not from resort signs, but from paint splashed on old walls, iron bent into dreams, and music rising from dusty streets. Head south to Jacmel, Haiti's artistic heart by the sea. Cobblestone lanes wind past gingerbread houses and murals that explode with stories, carnival masks, hidden legends, whispers of freedom dressed in bright reds and blues. Time it right, and you'll catch Jacmel's famous carnival dancers in wild costumes. Drums that don't quit. A city that shakes the salt off its shoulders and laughs out loud. Back in Port-au-Prince, the iron market hums with life. Vendors trade mangoes, spices, metalwork turned into sculptures that carry Haiti's raw soul in every curve and weld. Wander down Grand Rue, and you'll see street artists turn scrap metal and driftwood into art that stares back twisted saints, beasts, and spirits that guard every corner. Haiti's art isn't locked in galleries. It spills into the open, invites you in, and dares you to look closer. And when the colors fade behind you, nature waits again wilder, greener, ready to roar, Wild Haiti. Deep in Haiti's southern forests, water thunders down green cliffs Saute Materine, the country's largest waterfall, hidden like a secret only nature keeps. Getting here isn't a drive-through tour. You hike through jungle trails where the air tastes of earth and rain, past birds calling out like tiny guardians. Then, suddenly the roar, Saute Materine drops 115 feet into a pool clear enough to see your own grin. Locals come to swim, kids cannonball into the cool, and for a moment, time drifts as slow as the mist. But Haiti's wild side doesn't stop at the surface. Slip underground to Grotte Marie-Jeanne, the deepest cave network in the Caribbean. Stalactites hang like frozen daggers. Underground rivers carve secrets in the rock. Step inside, and the world shifts, sound softens. Light dances on stone, and you feel tiny, like a curious intruder in a hidden cathedral. Local stories say spirits rest here, maybe they do. Or maybe it's just the hush that makes you believe. Above ground, the sun still blazes, calling you back to salt air and gentle waves. But Haiti's best stories hide in places you have to earn. So, where to next, where the island slows down and life drifts on tides? Slow life, simple joys. After the waterfalls roar and the caves whisper, Haiti invites you to slow down, to remember that paradise doesn't always come with a price tag. Just outside Port-au-Prince, Plage Publique stretches along the coast, soft sand, calm waves, and no ticket booth in sight. It's not a private beach with gated guards, it's everyone's front yard. Families gather here on weekends. Kids splash. Friends share grilled fish. Laughter blends with the hush of the sea. There's no rush to leave, the tide comes and goes. And so do the stories. Further off the southern shore, Île Agale floats like a tiny exhale. This island village lives at a slower heartbeat. Fishermen mend nets under coconut trees. Kids chase each other barefoot on sun-bleached docks. No five-star resort here. No lossy sign telling you what to do, just clear water, warm smiles, and time that drifts with the boats. It's in these quiet corners that Haiti shows its true wealth, not measured in dollars, but in moments shared by the sea. And tucked behind these simple joys, old secrets still stand strong, waiting for you to climb one last hill and peek into the past. Gingerbread dreams and fortresses, hidden in the hills above Port-au-Prince. Fort Jacques sits like a quiet guardian, old stone walls, cannons frozen in time, green valleys spilling out below, built in the early 1800s to defend a newborn nation. The fort's thick walls echo stories of freedom whispered by rusted iron and moss-covered stone. Hike up through shaded trails, feel the hush of old battles clinging to the breeze. Stand at the edge where the view rolls out like a promise Haiti endures. Down in the city, history softens into color. The famous gingerbread houses of Port-au-Prince, bright paint, carved balconies, lace-like woodwork that wraps Victorian grace in Caribbean soul. Once built for the wealthy, these wooden gems still stand, some lovingly restored, some cracked by storms and time, but never quite gone. Walk past them and you'll see Haiti's past stitched into its present, bright, battered, and stubbornly beautiful. Maybe that's the secret here. Old stones and painted walls remind you that nothing precious fades if people keep telling its story. And if you've come this far, you know Haiti isn't just underrated. It's waiting for those who look past postcards. In the end, Haiti isn't just the most underrated country in the world. It's a place that refuses to be easy. It doesn't hide behind shiny brochures or fancy gates. It makes you climb old steps, listen to drums in narrow streets, swim in hidden coves where no guidebook leads you. Haiti stays wild because it has to. That's how it keeps its freedom, its secrets, its soul. And if you ever come here, don't expect a postcard. Expect stories you'll carry home like salt on your skin, raw, imperfect, unforgettable. Because sometimes the best places aren't hidden, they're just waiting for people brave enough to really see them. So would you trade crowded resorts for raw freedom? Would you swap the easy postcard for a hidden story, whispered by waves and mountain winds? Drop a comment below, type "Hidden Gem" if Haiti just landed on your map. And if you think this island is wild, wait until you see where we're going next. Madagascar's forgotten corners, where lemurs leap and rainforests breathe secrets. Subscribe, stay curious, and keep chasing the places others skip. Welcome to the global trail, blazing paths across our world.